I'm making a video about a blog post I did yesterday. Just, I suppose because I thought it was interesting. So Gabriel Carcassi has this project, Assumptions of Physics, and he posted a really interesting essay. It's this short essay on the constitutive principles and principle theories. I'll open it in another. Oh, my browser's hung up. Broke it. Oh well, never mind. So there's that essay, it's quite good. And Kurt Jaimungal posted it, a note about deterministic and non-deterministic physical theories and what it really means to talk about it. And it's kind of sensible. And then if you listen to Sabina's rant about an email she got a long time ago from some HEP physicist. And then Toby did a really nice article, a really nice video on her Patreon. It's this one. And I've posted some comments there. And it's about CPT and
it's motivated by what's mentioned at the start of the article, which is that there have been recent experiments that have shown that fundamental particles have a left and right-handedness. There were indeed some pretty surprising experimental discovery.
And she goes on to talk about Martin Gardner's column, and then I found one of Martin Gardner's correspondence from way back. His name, I mentioned it in the Patreon post, but he produced this amongst, which is it's a 66-page collection of his communications with Gardner on p-adic numbers and four-color proof. All sorts of things. But the interesting bit that I came across was just the first, he started writing a monograph, which he never got published, and Bernhardt wrote put this lot together in 2016, and it was just before he died, so he was kind of getting his stuff in order, and he published all of this stuff, and it's been fairly carefully archived. I think Stanford had something to do with this. So there's a good part of a monograph on flexagon theory. but it's obviously it's connected with Mobius strips and symmetry. Because these flexagons are like knots. So he did a lot, and he's got a lot of references as well to other things which you could dig up, or you could try and dig up. Have a look at this. Louis Tuckerman. Westinghouse Science Talent Research. Search. And R.F. Wheeler. In the Mathematical Gazette. Recreational Mathematics Magazine. There's a note there on counting. Very interesting. Some terminology, bits of theory. And Gardner in his book mentions that Bernhardt was looking for a publisher to publish the monograph, but I guess none ever expressed any interest. And so I put in a link to this, what was going to be a book, Guerrilla Logic, and I put in the link to the, it's a kind of Mobius strip type thing you do with paper. What you do is you print out 3 copies of this and you glue them together. You make 2 objects, one where they're glued like this and one where they're glued like this. And this only concerns the object which is glued like that. And if you rotate it horizontally, you stick one of these discs on the back of the other. And if you rotate it horizontally, it appears to have a different symmetry compared to if you rotate it vertically. And it depends on the number of times you rotate it. And I connected that with I just tried to show that what a thing is not all the properties of a thing are in the thing itself. They're in the relationship that it holds to some system of which it is a part. And I was obviously thinking about electron, positron, spin pairs and things like that when I wrote that, but I didn't make any reference to it. And then I found that in the same part of Gardner's book, there's a 1988 afterword that he added, and I've put a link to it there. If you go and look, it's about Hempel's paradox. And he points out that Schrödinger was interested in it. So those, yeah, I thought that was interesting. And Jade did a video about the logical empiricists and Hempel's paradox, which is also called the Raven paradox. Her video is good. I made a comment to that, but I can't find it in the video comments. And I can't remember what the comment was, but I can't find it in my blog either. But I did think something as a result when I first saw that. I think it was in Mexico. But you know, YouTube is YouTube comments are they're not meant for people to communicate. They're just meant to, I don't know what they're for. So that's my blog post.